What's up, Geeks and Gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today I was right. I was always going to be right. There was never any doubt if I was going to be right, just like many others were going to be right about this disastrous situation with Snake Eyes. We told you this was going to happen. There were people out there that try to say, oh no, give it a chance. They don't deserve a chance. They don't deserve any respect. They don't deserve the benefit of the doubt. The moment they cast Henry Golding as Snake Eyes, the moment they showed him without his mask, the moment they showed him talking, the moment they established that they were not going to respect the history and the legacy of Snake Eyes, they don't deserve any respect. These studios don't deserve my respect. They don't deserve your respect. They need to earn our respect. They don't just get to have respect because. They need to earn it. So no, I'm never going to give a studio my respect without them earning it. They don't deserve the benefit of the doubt. Now here you have a tweet from El Miambe who says, Snake Eyes is an unmitigated disaster. A total and utter disregard for the character's history, legacy, and canon. As a true fan and collector of the IP for 40 years, this movie broke my heart. What made Snake Eyes cool and mysterious is not in this film. Another Paramount dumpster fire. This is literally exactly what I told everyone was going to happen when they started with the identity politics nonsense. Snake Eyes is a mysterious character. Snake Eyes is an awesome character. Snake Eyes has so much that you can do with him because of the things that he can't do, the things that he doesn't do. You don't see his face. He doesn't talk. He speaks in different ways. There is so much you could do with this character because he is truly one of the greatest characters ever in G.I. Joe. And there's so much to it. As bad as the G.I. Joe live-action movies have been, and they were bad, Rise of Cobra and Retaliation were terrible movies. But Ray Park was fantastic as Snake Eyes, and the Snake Eyes Storm Shadow dynamic was actually awesome in those movies. Everything else sucked. Literally everything else sucked. But that part of it was cool. And whenever this casting happened and then that disastrous trailer, oh my God. Now again, I've been a fan of G.I. Joe for my entire life. Snake Eyes, in theory, would be easily one of the most anticipated movies live action for me ever. Back when I was a kid, just the amount, the imagining the potential of a live action Snake Eyes movie blew my mind. It didn't even register. It was such a crazy idea. So the idea that now we have it, and it's truly a disaster because everything from Hollywood is a disaster. Everything they get their hands on because they are hiring activists to recreate these IPs, these historic IPs, these IPs that have all of this legacy and all of this lore and all of these fans, and they just reimagine it with identity politics, and they're pushing a narrative. Snake Eyes is not necessarily defined by the fact that he's a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white guy, because most people don't even know that about him because he's always in the mask and he doesn't speak. But if you look at the legacy and the history of him, yes, he's a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white guy. And a lot of those elements that, had animosity with him and Storm Shadow played into that in certain aspects of it. But ultimately, people like Snake Eyes just because he's a badass character who's mysterious. That mystery element is very powerful. It's one of the many reasons why Heath Ledger's Joker was so fascinating, because we don't know his backstory. We know his versions of different backstories, and you don't know what's true and what isn't. And the fact that we didn't get that backstory led to more mystery, and it added to the aura of him. Snake Eyes doesn't need his backstory told. We just need to see Snake Eyes, the badass character, on screen. And there are things you can do to develop that character and give some emotional weight and bring other characters into it to add to that emotional weight. Other great characters within the world of G.I. Joe. That would be amazing. But no, you wanted to push your bullshit identity politics, and now you have pissed away yet another opportunity. We are never going to get a good G.I. Joe movie. We're never going to get a good live-action G.I. Joe movie. It's just not going to happen. We're at 0 for 3 now. 0 for 3. Will this be the worst? My gosh. I mean, at this point, I can't see a scenario where this is better than Rise of Cobra or Retaliation because of how Ray Park was as Snake Eyes in those movies. Again, those are not good movies. They're not. But I can't see how this movie is going to have any redeeming qualities whatsoever. I am going to check the movie out so I can give my full feedback. Because, again, this is a G.I. Joe movie. People have told me over and over again when I didn't go see Captain Marvel, when I didn't go see Solo. By the way, Solo did lose money. People said, we'd rather you go see it so you can give your feedback. And that's just something I have to recognize. So I do not want to see this movie. I have no desire because this is not going to be Snake Eyes in any capacity whatsoever. This is Snake Eyes in name only. This is G.I. Joe in name only. But I know that a lot of people have requested that I do see it so I can give my exact feedback on it. So I will be checking the movie out. Hopefully I'll be able to give you my thoughts sometime tomorrow. But this is exactly what I knew was going to happen. And there's no excuse for it. There's no excuse for us to be in a position to where Snake Eyes, an all-time great character, there's no reason that you have an all-time great character. You've got a person that's portrayed him on screen in Ray Park in past movies. There's no reason we should be in a position to where we've ended up in this disastrous of a situation, except for the fact that they continue to hire activists to reimagine these stories and characters, because these people don't actually care about these characters or these stories or anything that is connected to it. They only care about pushing their identity politics nonsense. And I have no idea how bad this movie is in terms of identity politics, but it's already terrible from the fact that they cast Henry Golding in the role and took his mask off for the marketing and let him talk. That is not Snake Eyes in any capacity whatsoever. This is not going to be a Snake Eyes movie. It's not going to be a G.I. Joe movie. It will not. It will not represent the character. It will not represent the history. It will not represent that brand in any capacity. But I am going to roast the living hell out of it after I see it. Everything we're seeing, I mean, I even see Andy here. We don't always agree, but on this one, I couldn't agree more. This movie is a complete mess. I looked at the Rotten Tomatoes score. It's at a 53% right now. Far from silent and not particularly deadly, Snake Eyes serves as a step up for the G.I. Joe franchise, thanks in no small part to Henry Golding's work in the title role. I don't know how it's going to be a step up. I really don't. I do not know. By the end, it's no better than a mediocre superhero effort, except it's even worse because there was potential there for more. Takes on the most popular G.I. Joe character and totally demystifies him until all that's left is a dude with a sword. My goodness, that's brutal. That's brutal. A satisfying martial arts action adventure with two magnetic leads. Yeah, that's what the entire marketing looked like. It looked like just a martial arts movie. It didn't even look like It didn't even look like a G.I. Joe movie. The true sin is that Snake Eyes as a character is so deathly dull, he barely has a personality. The title character might be overly chatty, but this latest G.I. Joe adaptation definitely left me speechless. The fact that Snake Eyes is being described as chatty, again, for anybody out there that questioned me, for anybody out there that said, oh, Jeremy's just being negative for the sake of being negative. No, I'm being truthful for the sake of being truthful, because Hollywood is full of shit. And anybody with a working brain and the slightest bit of common sense knew that this is exactly what we were going to get the moment you saw the casting and the marketing for this movie. I was right. To quote Razor Fist, fuck you, I was right. Shout out to Razor Fist. Unbelievable. So I guess, we're going to see how this all plays out with this movie, but it truly looks like a complete and total disaster on every single level. Other than that, I hope you guys are enjoying everything outside of Hollywood nonsense. I hope you're enjoying the content at Geeks and Gamers. I hope you're enjoying our gaming streams. I hope you're enjoying all of our different channels. We have like 7 channels now connected to Geeks and Gamers. It's crazy. Plus our Twitch channel, plus our website, plus everything else going on. So if you guys have not, please go check out geeksandgamers.com, our website, where you can sign up for free, become a member, and jump in the forums and have whatever discussions you want. And for $10 a month, you can become a premium supporter, and that helps continue to grow the website and grow everything that we're doing, and we greatly appreciate all of your support. I'll be live tonight, later on tonight, For our premium members, we're going to play some Mario Golf and hang out, and it's going to be a lot of fun, so I hope you guys will join us over there. Other than that, you guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later.